The pilot announced we were beginning our descent, but looking out the window, all I saw was open ocean. I'm a nervous flyer on the best of days. This red-eye to Hawaii for my sister's wedding already had me on edge, and I'd taken a sleeping pill just to knock myself out for the flight. When I woke up groggy, my mouth dry and my neck stiff, I checked my watch. We should have been landing in 20 minutes. I pulled up the shade expecting to see the lights of Honolulu. Nothing but dark water. I opened the flight tracking app on my phone. We were circling, had been for the last 30 minutes. That's when the pilot's voice came over the intercom again. Folks, we're experiencing a minor mechanical issue. We'll be landing at an alternate location shortly. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin. But his voice sounded wrong, strained, too calm, like he was reading from a script with a gun to his head. I looked around the cabin. Most people were still asleep or mindlessly scrolling their phones. Nobody else seemed concerned. Then I noticed something that made my stomach drop. There were no flight attendants anywhere. Not one. I unbuckled my seatbelt and stood up. My legs felt shaky, partly from the sleeping pill, partly from the adrenaline starting to kick in. I walked toward the galley at the front of the plane. That's when I saw them. 3 flight attendants huddled together near the cockpit door. One of them, a young woman who couldn't have been older than 25, was crying. I stopped just close enough to hear fragments of their whispered conversation. His family. They said they'd kill them if he doesn't. How did they even get his address? Gambling debts. He owed the wrong people. My heart started pounding. I stepped closer. All 3 of them noticed me at once. Their faces went pale. "Ma'am, please return to your seat," the senior attendant said, her voice shaking. "What's happening?" I demanded. "Why are we circling? Why did the pilot sound like that?" She tried to smile, tried to play it off. "Everything's fine. I heard you." I cut her off. "His family, someone threatening him. Tell me what's going on." The young one who'd been crying broke. "They're going to kill us. He's going to crash the plane. Sarah!" The senior attendant snapped, but it was too late. I grabbed the senior attendant by the shoulders. "Tell me, now." She looked at the cockpit door, then back at me. Her hands were trembling. "The pilot's family is being held hostage. His wife and 2 kids. He got a call right before takeoff. They told him if he didn't ditch the plane in the ocean, they'd kill them." "What? Why?" "Insurance fraud. He owes money to some very bad people. They want the plane to go down, collect the insurance payout. He's former military. He was planning to crash in shallow water, deploy the emergency slides, get everyone out safely. But they moved up the timeline. We're almost out of fuel." I felt like the floor had dropped out from under me. I looked at the cockpit door. "How much fuel?" "Maybe 20 minutes. I took a deep breath. My hands were shaking, but my voice came out steady. "I need to get into that cockpit." "Ma'am, that's not—" "I'm a commercial pilot," I said. "I'm deadheading to my sister's wedding. I fly 737s for Southwest." The color drained from her face. She knocked on the cockpit door. "Captain, we have a situation." When the door opened, I saw him, mid-40s, sweating through his uniform, eyes red and wild. The co-pilot looked just as terrified. "Who are you?" the captain asked. "I'm a pilot, Captain Sarah Chen, Southwest Airlines, and I'm getting us out of this." He looked at me for a long moment, then his face crumpled. "They have my kids, my wife. If I don't do this, give me your phone," I told the senior attendant. "Call the authorities. Give them the address where his family's being held." I slid into the co-pilot seat while the original pilot broke down sobbing. The fuel gauge was showing fumes. We had maybe 10 minutes. I scanned the instruments, got my bearings. There was a small island airstrip 40 miles southeast. It was going to be close. Behind me, I heard the attendant on the phone. "Coast Guard, we have an emergency." I radioed the tower, declared an emergency, and pushed the throttle as efficiently as I could. Every second counted. 8 minutes later, I saw the lights of the airstrip. The fuel warning light had been screaming at us for the last 3 minutes. "Flaps 30, I called out. The original pilot, barely holding it together, complied. We were coming in hot, too hot, but we didn't have enough fuel to circle again. I hit the brakes hard. We screeched to a stop with maybe 100 feet of runway left. The senior attendant appeared at the cockpit door, tears streaming down her face. "Coast Guard got them. His family's safe. They arrested everyone." The captain collapsed in his seat, sobbing. I made it to my sister's wedding.